All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I'm going to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachak, say, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachak, and we give double honors to our apostles and our elders, which are the apostle elders, a great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, through the spirit and power of Yahbashim, Yahushai. 2023, this is the year that keeps on giving. This is the hopeful year that Yahbashim Yahushua fulfills all the prophecies, and the prophecies come to pass, namely the deliverance of the elect out of this wicked place. Let's jump right into it. This is a thing that's going around now, the Wi-Fi and Palestinian attacks, which is, we already know that this is the Lord's movie, so everything that's happening, Yahbashim Yahushua has planned and orchestrated. But this right here is a example of how not to handle the doctrine and the truth, because this is not about, I was watching Apostle Elders going into the fact of ego. You know, the guy, I think he said, called us wicked, saying something about, he's pretty much saying roundabout, he's speaking about the apostles and elders, that they're wicked. And I don't, how's that? Rebuke is not wicked. I don't know what's wrong with Jake. You can't just be, we were rebuked when we were called back to this truth. That was a rebuke, all right? We were eating pork. We were doing all types of mischief, committing wickedness. And the Lord rebuked us through a prophet or hearing this truth, knowledge, and wisdom, all right? And what does the Lord say? He says, give them warning if a man, what is that, Ezekiel? Where it says, if a man turn from his wicked ways, we were wicked. So that was a rebuke, all right? That's why it says, rebuke a wise man and he shall love thee, okay? But this right here is to show you, I'm going to play a little bit of it. This is just a fight scene area. But like the apostle was saying, anything could have happened, man. We in a time of you don't know who's what's going on, what's set up. All right, because if you look in the setup of even Hamas, that was orchestrated. You know, Amalek is out here and he knows exactly who we are and what we're doing is the truth. So he can find any which way to try to pin or demonize or try to attach us to any kind of organization. You know, we already dealing with the spies issue, guys trying to infiltrate the truth, because that shows you this is the truth. Because if it wasn't, they wouldn't be trying to infiltrate it. The same thing in the time of Yahushua, there was men that was sent as spies to spy out our liberty in Yahushua. That's why it says everything that is written for our learning, So let's go ahead and play a little bit of this. So, everybody, body's pretty much seen it. The song and the music that they're playing in the back, it sounds like they making like trap music with the truth mixed into it. I understand, but you making music, giving glory unto the Lord, but in a way of you don't know no difference between this and worldly music. Like the lyrics that they're saying, like, it's very violent lyrics and you can hear it, but this got the truth mixed into it.
Laser tag, but these infrareds. If you playing Gauntlet, I ask questions straight for what I read. If you playing Gauntlet, I ask you heard what I said. Repeat that Satan left that text on red. Like a dog, like that Esau friend.
Like, yeah, this is now you making the truth a target. You making the truth, because the Lord told us to go out there and be harmless as doves, man. We're not because ego. This is all ego. That's why the Lord said, give me anything but the pride. Don't give me pride of the heart, because pride will have you doing things. That's what do you think pride was on the wicked Sadducees and Pharisees? Because they seen Yahushua doing miracles that they could not do. But the pride and their feeling like they needed to have that seat, Moses' seat, they were doing everything. They even went through and fulfilled the prophecy of crucifying the Messiah through that pride, through that ignorance. But that was the Lord setting it up. But anyway, so that's the fight. We're not gonna hark on it too much. Just wanted brothers to see, what I'm actually talking about. But it's going around, man. You got vocab pulling out things. I didn't even want to watch this video because the guy's just trying to demonize us in any which way. And we're not out here to be violent, but best believe spiritual power is coming. That's the time where violence is not going to be an option, because it says when they come in like a flood, because we're going to be defending ourselves, because that's why the Lord said, thy worm Jacob. But this scripture just came to my mind instantly, because we're not we have entered into men's labors. This is the garden of Yahweh Shem Shai. This is, and Yahweh Shai laid the what is it, the fertilizer for this seed, all right, by his life. That's what we living through now. We ain't in the time of being prideful. We just want to make it. And I don't know what Jake is doing, but just getting out of this place and getting to life. That's what the Esau's the only object in the way of us getting into this kingdom, man. I'm saying as in he's the only thing standing in front of us that we got to go through. And then guess what? It's endless. It's paradise. It's for eternity. Pleasures evermore. The list goes on and on. The meek shall inherit the earth. These are the things we look forward to. We're not looking forward to skirmishing. Because we ain't skirmishing with these average heathens. We going for the elites, man. We going for the ones that matter. That's what they and at least know what's coming down the pipe. Okay? So this is the book of 2 Corinthians 6 and verse 3. Listen close. And it said, let's start at verse 2. Let's get the logistics of it. Let's start at 1. Let's just go to the top. It says, when then as workers together with him beseech you also, ye receive not, it says, you also that ye receive not the grace of Yahweh in vain. So this is the grace, man. We were niggas in the world. Jake don't realize that, but they're still niggas now because it's a fad to them. They see the power, just like the man that tried to buy the truth. He tried to buy the spiritual power because he's seen that he wanted it just for his own vain glory. But the apostles had it because they were doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahshua with that power, man. That power comes down. You want to pray that you do the Lord's will with it. You don't want to desecrate the spiritual power or desecrate the word. That's what these guys are doing, because that's what the Lord said. They won't listen to you because they won't listen to me. They're hard-headed. They're stiff-necked. These are my children. Okay. And that's what the Lord is going to come and judge. In the time and it's in the law, you can stone your son. If your son is a niggard, it's in the law. So there ain't nothing wrong with the Lord, what he's coming to do on earth, because these are niggards. They're lazy niggards, man, when it comes to this truth, in the right knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because if they were like the church of Berea, they would see that the apostles and elders are doing nothing but going hard body with the work, man. There's no, like they said, there's no men on the planet going the way that they're going with this truth. It's getting cold. These guys finna take the winter off, man. And they'll justify whatever precepts they want to pull out. But all these other camps, they finna go into hibernation, man. But guess what? Just like every year, guess who's going to be out there? Guess who's going to be out there? And they don't even realize being in the cold is healthy for you. It actually helps the body out in certain ways. So they don't realize they're missing out. What did the Lord say? He says that my foolishness is wiser than men. They don't realize the Lord has been prepping us. And we went out all winter prior to the so-called pandemic. Let's read it again. It says verse 2. For he saith, I have heard thee in thine. It says, I've heard thee in a time accepted, and in a day of salvation have I scourged thee. Behold, now is the accepted time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. And that's coming by way of this truth, because it says faith cometh by hearing. Right? But then it's verse 3, it says, give no offense in anything. In anything. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. What does it say? In anything. The word there is medais.
Strong's G 3367. Medais.
That means nobody, no one, nothing. That means don't get nobody come in or somebody say this, somebody say that in any which way. And what is it saying? Let nobody what? And it says, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. Now, what is the ministry? What is that? Diaconia?
Strong's G 1248. Diaconia.
It says service, ministering, especially of those who execute the commands of others, of those who by command of Yahweh proclaim to promote religious among men. That's speaking, man. That's going out on the highways and byways. So the Lord said in the ministry, don't offend in no ways such. It says of office of Moses, the giving of the law, because these guys out here, the law. And then the offense, it says of the office of the apostles and its administration. So that's showing you that men will be called apostles, man. And the apostles and elders are the only ones that can nobly say that. Not just saying it nobly. Apostles been doing it 40 years. Longer than these guys have been on the earth. Longer than they've been, what did it say? You was a glimmer in your daddy's eye when the apostles were out here on these highways and byways. And I say that. I'll say that myself. I was in the spirit world when the apostles were doing the work, man. And that's something that I always look up to say, you know, that's patience. The Lord loves patience because what is a true gardener? A gardener has patience. A hunter has patience. A fisherman has patience. The Lord made those things to what? Examples of having patience. It says the office of prophets, evangelists, elders. And he called, the guy calls himself an elder, which he ain't nothing but a greenhorn, man. He ain't elder like the apostles say. You got to be in 25 years plus to be an elder, man. And I'm talking about doing the work, not just, oh, you just came around the corner, you know, you just came around the corner with a sandwich in your hand, and now you the brug man prophet, man. You know, these guys don't know what they're playing with, man. This ain't Esau's program. This ain't the curses, man. This is dealing with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and his words, man. None of us deserve it. Every day that I wake up with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is a beautiful day, man. I cherish it more now than ever looking at these guys, man. You know, we don't deserve this truth. We didn't deserve Yahushua's sacrifice. That's why it was a sacrifice, man. Because the same ones he was sacrificing himself for was the ones that helped put him on the cross, man. So it wasn't about what they did. It was about what he was going to do. It says the ministration of those who render to others an office of Christians. So they were out there ministering. See? What they were doing in this video,
not gonna do anything.
They were ministering. They were out there teaching the word. They wanted the problem. They wanted the problems. They wanted to instigate, to inflame the situation. See, they taking off coats. You see that? They prepped
Watching
for
this
it.
very closely, the Pentagon tonight revealing that
Hold on, Salakia.
the U.S. has intercepted a drone attack believed to be targeting American
Hold on. Yep, here we go.
troops in Iraq.
They were prepping. Look, they were prepping. Guys taking their jacket off. They weren't trying to just de-escalate the situation. They was getting ready, man. They look. One guy take his jacket off. Here's another guy. Here's another guy. Look. Look. See that?
Hey, don't worry about them. They're not gonna do anything. Allah's not protecting them.
Right.
They want to fight us, but they don't want to pick up a gun.
Right.
They want to fight us, but they don't want to pick up a gun.
See?
Right.
So they prepped, man. They were prepping. They weren't trying to de-escalate the situation. They were hard up, ready to go. Didn't matter what, they knew what the cause was. They should have packed up. They should have, everybody hold posts. Everybody hold their line. Don't say nothing. Let them go by. That would have been the de-escalation, because we're not out there to rough and puff. This ain't your truth, man. This is not our work. This is not of us, man. This is other man's labors. And starting with Yahweh Shai, the chief laborer, man. That's why it's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing because look all the work, the hard work that's been done, but a nigga will come and sully that up. Actual change, actual redeeming of men, changing their lives. That should be the point to hold charitable. We have umpteen nigga situations, man, nigga moments that the world can pick from, man. This truth should not be lumped in a nigga moment, man. There's plenty of nigga moments that the world can cherry pick, but they should not be able to blame this truth and have, they were doing that at camp. They don't even respect their own God. And that's what Esau gonna look at, man. Of course, people come up, you handle business. But don't even be there. Don't, what I say, it ain't no smoke, ain't gonna be no fire, man. So they came there for the smoke. They came there to these people. The world is watching everything that's going on right now, especially dealing with Palestine and the land of Israel, man, and the people of Israel. They're watching it. God, it's the trending thing, man. So for you to do that, you literally, because guess what? The world is on the Palestinian side. So now they're gonna look to who them guys. They jumped, they got the star, they were rocking with them Jews, man. You now with that act, you trying to lump us in with the devil, man. You guys are lumped in with the devil because guess what? At the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna camp around his chosen and he's gonna protect them. All right. So even if this is attracting different attention, you don't want because you guys don't know if you will be protected. Because the things that you pushing and you ain't feeding the sheep the full doctrine, man. So you in danger when the Lord, he says, I never knew thee. You don't want to hear that. And we said that at camp. You don't want to hear those words, man, because there ain't going to be no words. It's going to be in the you not being delivered from your situation, your sticky situation, man. This is Hebrews 4:1. Let us therefore fear lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, any of you should seem to come short of it. So that's, hey, come, all of us ain't going to make it, man. But I tell you one thing, I'm praise the Yahweh Shem Yahshua because it's beautiful to see him move prophecy and to give us back who we are. That's an honor, man. To know the Lord's name again and to know my identity, that's a beautiful thing, man. That's an honorable thing. That's precious. But these guys want to sully it up by being, because they haven't been a new man. They haven't put on a new man. They haven't put that new man on. The new man would have de-escalated the situation. And especially not put yourself in the light that the world is watching this situation with the Palestinians. But you want to jump in there and be a nigga. Act your fucking the same way they put kings don't act that way. King David spit on himself when he was in front of the king, and so he wouldn't get jacked up. He used wisdom, man. King David acted like a crazy man to get out of that situation. He de-escalated it. He didn't say, I'm King David. I got spiritual power. You heathen, get beneath me. Guess what? That wouldn't have ended well. In men's goings of the Lord. So who put the spirit on him to spit on himself and act crazy to get out the situation? Play the low, man. Play the low. Not every creature in nature is an offensive creature. There's defensive creatures for a reason. The Lord's showing you that sometimes the best way of winning a fight is not getting in it at all. Hiding, scurrying. That's not a coward. It's not a coward, man. Because you live to fight another day. And especially when you're dealing with this truth, you let the truth live to fight another day. Not because you want to be prideful. Ego, man. Pride, man. Pride, man. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, being mixed, it says, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. So they heard it. They heard it. They see the power. But guess what? It's not mixed with faith. Because if they really believe, they say, you know what, man, we don't even need to deal with that. We don't even need to deal with that. Let's hold camp somewhere else. Because it's a world star hip hop moment with these guys, man. They knew that they was gonna go internet viral, man. They went there and knew what was gonna come out of that, man. Guys, you making the truth look bad. You making it They gonna blame the truth and all of us, because guess what? They don't know the difference. Esau don't know the difference between camps. I'm talking about the non-diligent ones. So they just gonna lump us all in there. They don't know that they might know there's a few camps, but they don't know the inner workings of we don't deal with other camps. But they know the same type of vibe that Jake is coming with, and it's gonna be lumped in there, man. You know, so it's just, you know, something that they're doing. I'm not gonna go too much longer. That's it. The point has been made, you know, but hey, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is getting ready to, hey, he's going to, someone's going to have to pay for this mistake. And the Lord made him do it so he can go ahead and do what he has to do. So fearful times we living in. With that, I say, call hello, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Bashem Akal Qudash. Until the next time, I say shalom and more now than ever. Keep faith, and we in beautiful times. And keep our heads low, man. You know, and our faith high. You know, keep our head low and faith high, and keep it on a swivel, man. All right, shalom.